This is my pipeline to read a set of reports from AWS. I use this single pipeline to ingest data from all four of these reports. Now, I read these from S3 in this CSV format, and you can see that they all have different columns here, and they all have different names, obviously. And the names here, I've kind of put them into this file so they're easier to see. They follow a regular pattern. They have the kind of base report name and then an underscore and then the effective date of the report. And this is just test data, so I've set it to 1970. Now, how do I read all of these different reports in and insert them into a database in a single pipeline? Well, the magic happens in this expression evaluator. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the name of the S3 object that I'm reading in, and I'm capturing data from that name using this regex capture function. And the regular expression I use, I concatenate the prefix, so that's the beginning of the path that the objects are appearing in, and then I have this regular expression here. And it looks pretty complex, but what it boils down to is there's that prefix, then a slash, some number of word characters, so alphanumerics and underscore, then an underscore, and then 4 digits hyphen 2 digits hyphen 2 digits. So that's our date. We surround that in parentheses because that's the group we want to capture. That's the result of this expression that's going to go into our effective date field. And then similarly, I have it almost exactly the same thing. I just remove the parentheses to go around these word characters because that's what I want to capture into the table header attribute. We can have a quick look in preview. So run preview, and then here's the data as it's coming from S3, and if I click on that expression evaluator, I can see that it's set effective date. We can drill down here. So this is the name that I'm extracting those expressions from, and I can see there's the base report name there, so that's what goes into the table attribute, and there's that effective date there, and that's what I parse into the effective date field value. And then just to close the loop here, I can show it to you in action. So let's upload and get our files. We'll just drag those in, our demo files. Before we do that, let's start the pipeline here. So it should start and we'll have 0 records. And then as soon as we upload, we can go back, and in a second or two we've got 16 records read in. And if we go over to our database, then we can see that we have data arriving in the age of uncollected funds table, and then in this uncollected funds breakdown, our test data's arriving. And yeah, we can read these 4 different reports with different schemas with a single StreamSets Data Collector pipeline.